I will say this, and I don't care who feels some type of way. What's poppin'? It's your girl, and I'm back with another video. This is actually a continuation of the series Let's Talk About It, which I know I haven't filmed one since January 2022, but my camera actually got stolen, and I'll probably talk a little bit about it in this video. But this is going to be a 6-month update of living in Charlotte. First and foremost, thank you all for 2K views on the Charlotte vlog. I wasn't expecting that much traffic, but I understand as Charlotte is growing and a lot of people are considering moving here. And I recently have just been getting an influx of DMs from a lot of you actually who saw the Charlotte vlog. Just want to know like how I'm feeling about it. Do I still like it? How it's been? Because I really didn't get to talk about living in Charlotte in that video because I was just moving here. So yeah, I got my lovely iced coffee. So I'm just gonna talk about a couple things throughout the video. I also have them like stamped. Let me see. Actually, my list consists of location, things to do, nightlife, dating, and then just generally like making friends in a new city, because I actually got a lot of questions about that as well. As always, make sure you like this video and comment down below any content you want to see, as well as any additional questions. If I didn't touch up on a specific topic or I didn't answer a question that you may have, feel free to comment down below and I'll answer. I'm pretty much an open book when it comes to my life. Yeah. And make sure you are subscribed to my channel. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. So the first thing I want to talk about is the location. First, the location about like Charlotte in general, and then specific areas in Charlotte. So I enjoy living in Charlotte, one, because of the weather. I am from the Midwest, born and raised, lived in the Midwest for literally 24 years of my life. I was in the Midwest. So to move to Charlotte where it is 60 degrees in February was unheard of. Like it literally snowed twice here, and when I say they shut the whole city down, they shut the whole city down for literally centimeters of snow. Centimeters. In terms of the location of Charlotte, it kind of gives me the same vibe as Milwaukee, my hometown. Like nothing is really far, depending on who you're asking. So everything for me is no more than 30 minutes, which is not bad. Like when I go to work at the club, it's 15 minutes away. My friends are like 15. My furthest friend is like 30 minutes, but she usually will meet in the middle at like one of our other friends' house. So it's like nothing's ever too far. Like where I stay right next to a grocery store, a mall, Target, Lowe's, PetSmart. I'm right in between the two major highways. So like I think I'm in a pretty decent spot. Which leads me into the next segment of like area. So I stay in the North Lake area, which I actually enjoy. I am about 15 minutes away from downtown, which isn't too bad on any given day. And as I said, I'm right next to the North Lake Mall. I have a Target right here. I have Food Line, literally 4 minutes away. So yeah, I personally like the area. I will say if you're looking for like a high rise, North Lake's not for you, because most of our complexes I think are like 3 or 4 levels. So like I say on the 3rd floor, the 3rd level, and that's the highest level that we go. So it's not like your high rise, but also at the same time, we're not surrounded by much other than like trees. So what do you need a high rise for, you know? Disclaimer, I moved to Charlotte blind, meaning I've never been to Charlotte a day in my life. I never toured my apartment complex. I never visited. I literally found the apartment on apartments.com, did a virtual tour. And I lucked out because I actually have a decent apartment. Like it's very nice. It's just like little things that I'm just nitpicky about. Like I don't like the dark cabinets. I don't like carpeted living rooms. But space-wise, I think I have a decent space for the amount I pay, and then I have nice amenities that come with the complex. Whereas when I lived in Chicago, I had a roommate, and I was paying $1,200 for my portion of the apartment, and I think she paid either 15 or 16. I think she paid 16. I think it was 16 and 12. It was a breakdown, but like we didn't have amenities. We would have to, if we wanted to park, we had to pay $200 extra for parking. We didn't have a pool, we didn't have a gym, we didn't have a concierge, like we didn't have any of the amenities that I feel like I get here. So I paid $1,500 for my 1 bed, 1 bath, and then I get a pool, workout, they have of different events that go on. Parking's free. So like I feel like I lucked out here. So I think that's it about my like specific apartment. When it comes to the areas in Charlotte, as I said, Northlake is a nice area, and for the most part, it's safe. The only time I felt like it was unsafe is because somebody broke into my car and they took my camera, they took my tripod, they took the cash I had. I think it was like $250. They took all my big coins, and I think that was just about it. So that was the only time like it felt unsafe, but like the police are always around. Northlake is a nice area. I think Northlake is a good like starter spot for somebody that's moving to Charlotte. And then like other areas, so a couple other areas to like talk about. University is about 10 minutes away from me, and that's literally where UNC Charlotte's campus is. So they do have a lot of new buildings and mid-rises, very updated, beautiful apartments. I have heard that university is dangerous, but I don't go over there enough to know, so I don't want to like say, oh yeah, it's dangerous, don't move there, but that's just what I've heard. It's about 15 minutes away from downtown as well. Another area that I really like enjoy going to is Noda. Noda's like the artsy fartsy area. Super cute, lots of murals, lots of things to do there, different eateries and bars. Like I go to karaoke in Noda and have a great time every time. But yeah. And then you have Uptown, which is like the downtown area, high rise, expensive, beautiful apartments, a lot to do. That's where the Bank of America Stadium is, that's where Spectrum Center is, that's where the Truett Field is. So like all of your sporting events are happening downtown. A lot of our attractions are downtown. You have a lot of mid to high rises, so if that's what you're looking for, Uptown would be a spot, and then South End would be the last place that I talk about. And South End is kind of like just the next best thing to Uptown. It's not, you're not right in Uptown, but you're right next to it. But they do have the mid to high rise. They have a lot of the attractions. They have a lot of eateries. They have a lot of cafes. You can really walk around in South End. It's super nice, super cute. I like South End. I will say, seeing that Charlotte is a growing city, there is construction everywhere. Like, everywhere. Like, as we speak, there's construction going on across the street from my apartment complex and behind my physical building. So when I say it's construction everywhere, it's construction everywhere. But I did go to Purdue, and if you went to Purdue, you know that there was always construction literally 24/7. So I'm used to it. So I'm not really gonna trip. But if you don't like construction, I don't really know what to tell you. You're gonna have to get out of the popular areas and move on the outskirts, or like to the area I did talk about, because of all the areas I listed, there's construction. Moving on to things to do. I love Charlotte because there is something for everyone to do. And I'm not just talking about nightlife. Nightlife is its own separate entity. But like when it comes to activities, like there's something for everybody. Like if you are artsy, you can go to a museum. If you like to run, we have something called like the Mad Miles Run Club, and they meet up every Tuesday. And when I say it's a party, like I don't even run, but I'm gonna go because they be lit. Like if there's something that you like to do, they're gonna have something for you to do in Charlotte. Like it's really one of those like cities where you can't really be bored here because there's always something going on. And if there's not, I will say Charlotte is a hot spot for like entertainment or tours or things like that. So like a lot of music artists come to Charlotte and have concerts here. And then we also get like different exhibitions that go on. Like I think right now they have like the Crayola exhibition. We have the Banksy Arts exhibition. Even if you're a sports fan, we have the Hornets and we have the Panthers, and then we also have baseball. We have soccer. I follow this page called Access Charlotte, and when I say they put me on game to everything going on in Charlotte, like stuff I didn't even care to know about, if I go on there and find it, like new restaurants, what restaurants are closing, what specials, what deals, what constructions are going on, what new apartment complexes are opening. Like literally anything you need to know about Charlotte, follow that page. Like they're gonna put you on game. The next thing I wanted to talk about was nightlife. So I personally think Charlotte does very well because they have something for everybody. If you just want a chill hookah vibe, you can do Infuse, you can do Crave, you can do Taboo. If you are one of those people like, oh, I have to be in a section, Explicit Cloud. If you want to watch the damn basketball game, you can go to Slate, you can go to Stats. If you want to be physically like outside, like West End is new, they have a balcony. Fantasy has a balcony. I know this place Karma, they haven't opened yet, but they have a balcony. 1501 is outside. Like if you like enjoy celebrity appearances. You can do paparazzi, you can do Oak Room. If you want to be with the ratchets, you can go to a couple places. I'm not gonna list because I don't want to offend anybody, but there are a couple places that, you know, you want some hood shit if you go there. If you want to party with white people, you can do Bezel, you can do Lost and Found. Don't sleep on Lost and Found. That's literally one of my favorite spots in Charlotte. I love going to Lost and Found. Like, I've never had a bad time at Lost and Found. If you want to have a lit ass brunch and then go upstairs and get a tattoo, you're gonna come see me at Tattoos and Booze. Shameless plug. Like, literally, there's something for everyone. I feel like there's so many different spots that are opening up. Like, literally, there's a new announcement every other week. New lounge opening up, new club opening up. Check it out. Next thing on my list, I really just put this in there just to put this in there, but I'm not about to go into detail. Dating in Charlotte, it's different. I will say this, and I don't care who feels some type of way. If they're from Charlotte or they've lived in Charlotte for 5 to 8 years at least, they're weird as hell. That's all I'm gonna say when it comes to that. But I will say Charlotte is a big melting pot. Like, the first weekend I went out, I went with my best friend Tally. And when I say everybody that stopped us, man or woman, were like, where are y'all from? Where are y'all from? Like, that's just the first question that people ask when you're in Charlotte, because the expectation is you're not gonna be from Charlotte because so many people move here due to its growing state, which is understandable. So yeah, I will say of the guys that I've met, the ones from Charlotte are weird as hell, and the ones that aren't are the ones that are, you know, we make progress. The other one. So the last thing I want to talk about was like making friends in Charlotte, or like just in a new city. Because I feel like when I first moved here, people were like, oh my God, like, how do you know people already? How are you making friends? Because, as I said, I moved here blind. So for me personally, I was on Bumble BFF. So, you know, like the dating app, I use it to make friends. So I actually met my best friend, as I mentioned, Tally. I met my best friend, Callie, on Bumble BFF. We literally matched. We texted for like 2 days, and she was like, yo, girl, what you doing tomorrow? Okay, you're my type of girl. I'm big on like linking. I'm not gonna sit there and text somebody 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Like, are we hanging out or are we not? Because if we're not, we're wasting our time. Yeah, it was Super Bowl Sunday when we linked up, so that was like February. So we started at Cruise Charlotte and then worked our way to Slate. And yeah, it was fun, good time. So now we talk every day. Like, damn near see each other every day. I'll probably see you every day, if I'm being honest. Good friend Alex through Bumble BFF, and we like linked up for dinners. We kick it, we go out. So I will say, like, Bumble BFF can really be your friend. So I like Bumble BFF. That's the first suggestion I have. The second suggestion would be just like, honestly, putting yourself out there. Like, DM somebody. Like, I found out once I moved here that I actually knew 2 people here that were from my hometown. So I hit them both up, and one of them we actually are sorors. So on Founders Day, we had dinner with some of her line sisters, so that was nice. Like, just meet people. And then we actually ended up going to Dreamfield together with a couple of her friends. So made friends that way too. And one of my closest friends here, Mariah, we met because she went to Jackson State with Alana. So I DM'd her like, hey girl, my friend Alana said you were cool. Do you want to link? Or something. That wasn't how the conversation went, but literally I started by DMing her, and we've been friends since. So find people that, you know, live in Charlotte, follow them on Instagram, reach out to them. Hey girl, I'm new to the city and just want to make new friends. Do you want to go grab dinner? Do you want to go grab drinks one day? Do you like hookah? Let's go smoke hookah. There are so many ways that you can make friends, but you do have to put yourself out there. And then the third suggestion I have, work in a club. So like Tally and I literally saw Tattoos and Booze post like, oh, now hiring service. We went to the interview, got hired on the spot. There were 6 of us that all started on the same day. Like, we're in the same training class, so we all vibes really heavy together. Like, go eat, we go bowling together, we kick it together. Like, they all came out for my birthday. So yeah, working at Tattoos and Booze, you're gonna meet different people. And like, granted, some friendships might flourish out of that, and some people are just gonna remain your acquaintances, but you're still just putting yourself out there to get to know people. So that's one other way to make friends. And then even like your customers. Like, I think I like working in nightlife too, because you meet and talk to so many different people, especially working at Tattoos and Booze. Like, that's a touristy spot at this point. Like, a lot of people see it on TikTok, like, okay, when we go to Charlotte for this weekend, we're gonna go to Tattoos and Booze. So a lot of people aren't even from there, so you get to talk to people about, you know, where they're from, what they're doing, like if they're gonna ask you for suggestions on other places to go out. And yeah, so it's like, it's just nice to interact with different people. Nightlife is not for everybody, but I will say if you can do it, do it. It won't hurt. Like, and it's extra money. So those would be my 3 ways, like, making friends. Like Bumble BFF and other social media entities, putting yourself out there, and then working in a local spot where you might have to interact with different people. That's how I think I was able to make friends in Charlotte. I feel like a lot of people complain and say it's hard to make friends in your 20s, and I slightly disagree. It's not hard to make friends, it's hard to make genuinely good friends. I will say that, because everybody you can be cool with, but everybody's not your friend, if that makes sense. And I had to learn that while living here. Like, so yeah, that pretty much concludes this video. As I said at the beginning, if there's anything I missed or there's anything you want to like hear more in depth about, just comment down below, or you can even DM me if you don't want it to be in the comments. And I think I do a pretty good job of replying to DMs. I may slack sometimes, but for the most part, I think I do a good job. If you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you're subscribed so you can stay hip on all the content. I'll chop it up with y'all in the next video. As always, peace, love, and happiness. Bye.
When I'm feeling down, I lose all control. Emotions keep coming down.